One of my favorite congressmen is Louie Gohmert, not because he's a good guy, but because he is hilarious. He's always makes for good entertainment because he is simply the dumbest congressman of my lifetime. Now that's such a strong statement because there's been so many dumb congressmen and among the Republicans, oh, pick him, right? Well, I picked this guy. Now, why? Because he's not a regular brand of dumb. I mean, he has got the most imaginative, fascinating conspiracy theories you have ever heard. He's one of the 5 goofballs who sent that letter saying, we believe the Muslim Brotherhood has infiltrated the federal government. You don't say. Have they? Wow, that is very interesting. Michelle Bachmann, of course, was one of those goofballs. But Louie Gohmert thinks, I'm not going to get outdone by Michelle Bachmann, okay? Not while Gohmert's in town. So he goes on Frank Gaffney's insane radio program. Frank Gaffney is the guy who hates Muslims and comes up with every conspiracy theory about how Muslims are secretly taking over the country. I know. Watch out, Oklahoma. Muslims have almost taken over. Anyway, Gohmert goes on there and he's got a new theory. Let's listen in.
Muslim Brotherhood associated individuals who were serving in or advising the Obama administration. Do you feel that that issue should be raised anew and much more aggressively as Congress looks into the fiasco in Benghazi and now more recently in Egypt?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it almost makes a prima facie case when you look at the decisions made by this administration over the last couple of years. The only way you could explain the horrendous decisions that were so completely wrong-headed would be if this administration had a bunch of Muslim Brotherhood members giving them advice.
Oh, okay. Well, then obviously the only possible explanation for what's happening inside the White House is that the White House is taking orders from the Muslim Brotherhood, or at least advice. Let's be fair to Louie. By the way, he looks like a goofball, doesn't he? He's like, I got a great idea. All right, Louie, tell me more about this fascinating theory you have.
And this administration really embraced throwing out Mubarak. Yes, do it by all means. Getting rid of Gaddafi. It wasn't enough to send verbal accolades. This administration sent planes and bombs and support to oust Gaddafi so that Al-Qaeda and the Muslim Brotherhood could take over Libya.
Did you follow that? We got rid of Gaddafi so that Obama could put Al-Qaeda in charge of Libya. Why didn't I think of that? But what's amazing is this guy, throughout this whole interview, argued that we should not have gotten rid of the dictators Mubarak and Gaddafi. He was making a pro-Gaddafi argument. That's amazing! These Republicans who for years, decades, were like, oh, Gaddafi. Remember when Reagan bombed Gaddafi's house? The almighty God Reagan? But now they're turning around like, Gaddafi, I can't believe Obama would get rid of Gaddafi. The only possible explanation is that he's trying to help Al-Qaeda. Later in the interview, he also, once again, brought up the Ottoman Empire theory, that Obama is trying to reconstitute the Ottoman Empire. All right, one last thing about that. You know, all those countries that Gohmert is referring to won their independence during the Arab Spring, Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, etc. They also won their independence from the Ottoman Empire. So why would they want to reconstitute an empire that they were fighting against? If you told Gohmert that, there's some chance his bald head would explode. Well, you see. Oh, what a great goofball this guy is.